Hello guys, glad to have you back for another session of Nifty and Bank Nifty analysis. So let's analyze Bank Nifty first. The opening itself is outside the value area. Whenever you see outside opening, you will see some kind of retest in that side. So there was a retest upside, but then immediately buyers couldn't able to hold. So there is a acceptance inside the value area. So if you go back to my Friday's video, I was stressing on, so there is a double to triple distribution day. One distribution is at lower side, the second distribution is here, and third distribution. So this this multi distribution day itself is a weaker type of day, and most often they will be revisited in 3 days. Sometimes it might even take to 5 to 10 days, but which is a very rare case. But what happened today, prices have opened outside, but immediately it got accepted inside the value area of Friday, and then it started covering all the single prints whatever has been left over by multi distribution day of Friday. In Bank Nifty itself, the first 30 minutes high has been clustered with all the volume clusters, and IB low, the first 1 hour low, has been broken somewhere in 11:15 candle, and that volume clusters whatever are there in the first 30 minutes high, that acted as a very good resistance. And so there was a range extension on IB low, and towards 12:45 there was a pullback for 1.5 hour. And so whatever the volume clusters that are formed around 52,400 levels, that acted as a very good resistance, and prices again started going down. So what we should be looking for tomorrow is, as I said, these multi-distribution days are very weaker kind of days. There is a good possibility of one more lower low all the way down to 51,680 levels, where the last single print has been formed on Friday within the IB itself. So unless Bank Nifty closes below 51,100 levels, just below the buying tail, there is a good possibility again prices Bank Nifty will turn around. So if at all tomorrow there is going to be a gap up above today's high 52,650 levels, there is still a possibility of Bank Nifty going up to 52,800 to 53,000 is very much possible. But for any kind of further down move, Bank Nifty needs to come below 51,100 levels. This buying tail whatever is there, that might act as a very good support. If at all Friday's buying tail all the way down to 51,200 levels, it couldn't able to sustain, then we might see a further down move all the way 50,800 levels. I was also speaking about in last couple of days, this is where the strong buying tail is there up to 50,243. So if at all sellers were able to close below 50,240 levels, then we will see the mechanical reference all the way up down to 49,860 levels is very much possible. So you need to be very careful around the previous low levels, because previous lows are still holding. Nowhere there is any kind of decisive close below previous lows. So this is with Bank Nifty, guys. So coming back to Nifty, if you look at the opening itself is inside the value area, and whenever you see inside value area opening, most of the time what happens is the whole value area will get covered. The whole value area has been covered in the first 30 minutes itself, and there are pretty strong imbalances in first 30 minutes with a gap around 24,900 in first 30 minutes, and that whatever the gap is there, it has immediately got filled in the second 30 minutes. And if you look at in second 30 minutes, there was a strong volume clusters at 24,760 levels. So that acted as a very good support for whole day. If you look at the total, IB itself is somewhere around 305 points. So whenever you see huge IB, most of the time you will see sideways kind of market. For tomorrow, what you should be looking for is, if at all there is going to be an acceptance inside today's value area around 24,760 levels for 30 minutes, there is a good possibility again the uptrend will resume. For any kind of further up move, today's high, the volume clusters whatever is there, they act as very good resistance. You need to watch for those levels, and for now it looks like it's a sell on raise. But at the same time, for any kind of further down move, Friday's buying tail all the way down to 24,640 levels, Nifty needs to sustain below this area. So if at all Nifty sustains below this area, there is a good possibility of 24,600 and the value area low from 16th August 24,560 levels is very much possible in Nifty. For further down move, I think you need to watch for this 24,480 to 460 levels in futures, and if at all the sellers around these levels, if they take control, then we might see a strong down move all the way down to 24,260 and 24,100 levels is also very much possible. Till the sellers try to take control below Friday's low, there is a good possibility of again a bounce back in markets. Now for any kind of further up move, you need to watch for today's high. Once 25,020 to 25,050 is sustained, then good possibility of 25,180 levels is very much possible. So for further any kind of up move, I think I was stressing on 25,320 levels. So unless that happens, again it's going to be a sell on raise. If you are keen on learning order flow and market profile, you can check out the playlist which I am attaching at the end of this video. Thank you. Have a nice day, guys.